We're at Mohegan Sun Resort and Casino. We're gonna go to Todd English's Tuscany. Todd English has over 20 restaurants around the world, including even in the Philippines. This is Italian. Let's see if it's the best in Connecticut. I'm excited. Come on in. What is this stuff? Olive? All right, George, I gotta try this, even though I shouldn't. Look at this bread. That looks phenomenal. That's how you do it, Stefan?
As long as it's,
and then you drench it in here.
Hey.
Oh gosh.
Uh-oh. Fill it now. One bite.
It could have been. I mean, it's super salty, this olive loaf, or whatever you call it, but it is so good. And it's warm olive oil. How often do you have that?
Yeah.
Not very often. And I did twice. I'm gonna get yelled at. So the bread has a crunchy crust on top. Everything else, I mean, it is very, very moist, very dense. Not gluten-free.
Welcome.
Good.
How are you tonight?
Great, how are you?
Good. My name's Heather. I'm going to be serving the table.
Is the filet prime?
It is certified Angus beef.
Okay.
Okay. Can I help with anything to drink while you're deciding on dinner?
What are you guys gonna get? Do you guys want wine?
I'll get a wine. I'll get some wine in.
I'll have a beer.
Want a few minutes to look it over? Or?
No, we'll order some wine.
Okay.
He wants a beer though.
Can I have a Guinness, please?
Yes, you got it.
Can we get the Amarone? The 302, please.
Perfect.
And then for appetizers, guys, what do you want? How many meatballs?
3 meatballs in them.
2 orders of spicy meatballs.
Okay.
We did not try stuffed mushrooms when we were here last time. I think I gotta try that.
Give that a try.
Yeah, you guys want calamari?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Charcuterie board?
Okay.
Is the salad to share or not really?
Well, they're a full-plated salad, so we can share them. Typically, if you're looking for just a small starter salad, we will split it between 2 people, and it's a perfect size.
I sort of want to try the Tuscan salad. We'll split that or just grab off it.
Share
Yeah.
that.
Thank you. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And then can we get one more olive oil? I double dipped.
No worries.
So-
I'll get another container.
Okay, I poured it out.
Cheers,
Oh,
guys.
cheers.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, guys.
The Summer Shack. Tallow. You know, I can come here and actually not gamble. As
Yeah.
Chris will attest. Or just, use my free play and run.
The salad is very the dressing is very creamy, right? It is, the ingredients are fresh. You can appreciate that everything's cut up bite size. It's a very good salad. The feta cheese is very, how do you describe it?
Sharp?
It's not sharp. It's very soft. It's very creamy, it's very soft. There you go. Yep.
Sorry, spicy meatball or spread you well? Much appreciated. Sure.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Absolutely. Thank you.
They lied, they gave us 4.
Beauty.
Thank you. Look at that. That was really good.
Stuffed mushrooms?
The spice is perfect. Yeah, that spice in the meatball is out of this world.
I'll try it.
The fresh basil on top. Have you had it before?
No.
How have you not?
I creature of habit.
Wow.
What do you?
Let's go for the calamari. So no lemon on this, but I like how crispy the breading is. With the marinara, it's really good. I sort of want to do this though, in the spicy.
Ra Diablo.
Yeah. Really good.
Oh,
All right, here we go. I'll do this one. Todd English, Tuscany, seafood stuffed mushrooms with a garlic aioli. Here we go. Perfect amount of seasoning. The mushrooms actually are still a little bit firm. Not fishy at all. The seafood or the aioli completes the dish. It's very, very good. Huge fan of those. You got to try those here. All right, talking about the creamy, is that what it is? Appetizers, the insalata. All right, so I thought the salad was pretty good. I personally like it to be a little bit colder, but I think that they serve it a little bit warmer with the cream for a reason. But it was still good. I probably should have put fresh ground pepper on it, but I was happy with it. The star of the show, spicy veal meatballs. Again, they're so tender, so soft, cooked perfectly, and they actually have porcini mushrooms inside of it. And they're putting Parmesan cream, which is part of the reason I think they're so soft. The cooking them though, I mean, you can make the mushrooms, but you got to cook it and make them perfect, and they work. Very, very happy with those. The stuffed mushrooms, I thought they were good too. I would have liked to see maybe a little bit of brown on the top, sprinkle a little butter on there. Calamari, throw a little salt on it. Otherwise, appetizers were very, very good here. I was happy with them. I'm very excited to try the veal chop. Last time I had it was at an Italian restaurant, Prima Vista in Cincinnati. And I was not impressed with theirs. I'm hoping I am with this one today. And I got the rigatoni because it is homemade. It's here. That's what I think you need to do. I think when you go to an Italian restaurant, ask them what they make in-house. Do they make their bread in-house? You know, do they make their pasta in-house? And that's what you want to try. Otherwise, it's just out of a bag and you can eat it at home. So that's my 2 cents. And I got the grilled shrimp. Heather made me.
I twisted his arm.
Thank you.
holy cow. It is huge.
That is very thick compared to the first one I had.
Wow.
The other one was like paper thin. Thank you.
Of course.
Dude, that's the one right there.
All right, a Super Tuscan 2020. Oh yeah, cleanse my palate. Time to dig in. Very thick. All right, this is really good. A really nice job. I do like the breading. It's very juicy, cooked perfectly. Oh, I'm gonna go for the fat part. That's where all the flavor is. I would take this any day over the one at Prima Vista, which was paper thin. I like the big layer of cheese that's browned on the top too. How'd you order it? Medium?
Medium rare, but still better.
Yeah. All right, the rigatoni, homemade. One of 3 pastas that they make homemade here. I'm assuming they have a machine that spits it out and the thing does a circle, so the dough's homemade. They're not necessarily doing this by hand. It's not. Sometimes they cook, they just throw it in water and it's sitting there and it's mushy. Like this is al dente.
I like that.
It is, yeah, it is cooked perfect with the vodka sauce. I'm a huge fan of it. This is a great dish. And I got the $6 shrimp. Is it worth $6? We're gonna find out. Smoky, charred. Buttery. Salty. It's a $6 shrimp, and I would buy it. It's worth it. As you get further in, it's buttery. Feels like it tastes like they lathered butter between the cheese and the breading. Wow, that's super Tuscan.
Gentlemen, everything prepared to your liking? Mm-hmm. Okay?
Very good.
Thank you.
All right, so I didn't really care about what everybody else ate. The veal chopped Parmesan was really, really good. So Prima Vista, I had it and it was too thin. And you know, some people had commented in that video saying that it's supposed to be thin. It just didn't taste right. This was perfect. It was cooked perfectly. It actually probably could have been cooked a little bit less if you want more of a medium rare, but it had a ton of flavor. I like the butter between the cheese and the breading. Perfect like amount of crispiness on the outside. Like I said, tender. I really like the rigatoni. I would have probably rather had the sort of the spicy marinara that they had with the meatballs, but the a la vodka was really good. So huge fan of that. We did not do dessert. The steak looked really good. What do you think of the steak?
Steak was great.
Did a nice
No
job?
problem there.
Yep.
The steak, the shrimp, everything was fine for me. You know, it was a special, and that's what you always go to.
The special, okay.
You know, that's what I like to gravitate towards when it's something that they recommend.
All right, scallops, they were cooked well? They were cooked good? All right. George, what do you think of the chicken Parmesan? It was very thick. Usually chicken Parmesan, I like to take the big chicken breast, I like to pound it, so it is a little bit thinner. In the way that I cook it, I do an flour and egg wash. I throw it in a cast iron skillet, medium heat, just until I brown the outside, right? Get a nice crust on it. I throw it in the oven till it's cooked, and then I'll throw a little bit of cheese over the top, and I watch it melt, and then, you know, homemade pasta at home as well. But this was different. This was really thick.
It was flavorful. It was good.
It was flavorful, okay. It was good. They really did a nice job. I haven't had a lot of Italian this side of the Mississippi, but I'll say that meatball could be one of the best meatballs I've ever had. So that is the star of this. The veal chop Parmesan is $65. I don't know that I've ever had a veal chop with the big bone coming out like that either. So
Tomahawk.
yeah, the tomahawk veal chop. Huge fan of it though. The rigatoni was spot on, cooked perfectly. They did a good job making it. Cheers, everybody. Thank you, Chris.
Cheers.
Stefan, some people call him Steven. Dita calls him Steven. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you again real soon. Get out here to Mohegan Sun. You're all the best. Au revoir. Is that what you're saying? No, I don't think you're saying it. That's a different language. Thank you.